Hello guys, it's me Yuki, and this video is all about the color changes that I applied as well as adding the missing color details and some issues that I encountered on each model. I will skip the fast snap building and go on with this assembled and painted model review after this quick unboxing preview on each model kit.
One eternity later.
As you can see, I already assembled my rune gods or deities from the anime series Magic Knight Rayearth that I just bought. And I'm just here to discuss to you some of the things that I need to change or alter and some of the details that I need to add because I really find these models are kinda dull for me. So I need to at least do something about it because some of the colors are missing. Just to get started, I have here Rayearth. The stand is not included. This is from my Gundam Wing EW Verka, and I just use its stand because it fits perfectly. Well, I hope that as you watch this video, your kits are not yet assembled because I strongly suggest that you apply these color corrections or the missing colors when your kit is not yet assembled because it will be easier for you to apply those for the individual pieces unlike if it's already assembled. And for the first part, as you can see here, the sword part, these paints are original from the manufacturer. I make the orb as red, applied gold here, there the lines, as well as a little bit of gold here, the lines here, and gold for these parts, like the fins of the sword. The only colored parts here is this upper fins, the same color with this one, but for the sake of making them similar to each other, so I actually applied gold already here, so they're on the same gold color. And I also applied the red dots here, which is supposed to be some crystals. I also applied one here, so that's for the sword. For the shield, I actually repainted it as gold, but I leave as is the color for the claws here. This is original color from the manufacturer. What I'm quite disappointed for this piece is the lower part or the other side, because this is actually do not have any color. So the color for these claws are the same for this plastic here.
No! No! No!
It's a bit weird for me to have the claws painted as silver here above and the other side is not painted, so I painted this as silver as well. And I'm quite not really happy for the design for the shield because it's too bare on this part and this part. If you're going to pose it like this, it's too bare. I hope that they actually produce a piece here to cover this portion. And for this piece, actually, I also do have this one, should be attached here and here, but I didn't apply this because it's actually not existing in the anime and it's going to ruin or going to scratch the color for the arms. Other piece that I edited for this one is this piece, because this is actually red. So if you're going to pose the feet like this, like when it's flying, you can actually see the red here, which is, for me, it's weird again. So I disassemble these pieces here and for the other one here and make it silver as well. So Rayearth's feet are actually just plain silver gray, but for this I made it two-toned. This is actually the color for the feet one, the claw, but I applied here silver, making it two-toned just to at least match the two, because there's a distinct separation between the color of the claws on their feet there, as well as for Windom. I also applied panel lines here, there, here and here, there. So I actually changed as well the flame color. So originally these are all just have the same color, which is this orange, but for this piece here I just used another candy colored spray paint to retain the transparency for the inner flames, but making it a bit more red, so there's a distinction between the inner and outer flames. For the shoulder, that's why I advise you to paint your kits before assembling them, because this piece here is color red at the center, because this red here at the shoulder and this one is just one piece. They are not individual parts. That's why I disassemble again and just apply color to make this piece gold. So it's better to have this kind of gold side here. Just forgive me if I was not able to fix some of the runners here. There are some mess here because I'm excited to finish assembling, but because their color is just too awful for me, the raw color is too dull. That's why I really need to exert some effort to at least complete the colors before displaying them. Before I forgot, I also applied silver for the inner ears. It's actually silver there, and the whole head is painted and repainted. So this have the yellow mustard color, same as with this one, but I painted it with gold to match all of the pieces here. Then the same with this one, I repainted it as gold, and for this headpiece here, they repainted this as silver. You can also apply panel lines here, but since I already changed all the primary colors to metallic, so you can actually see that it has a very good distinction for the shadows and highlights. But there are some angles that can enhance with the panel lines, like this one. It's like the lines for this portion are already invisible, so you can just add some panel lines if you want, but for me it's already okay. I'm really having a hard time on pressing this so that it will close properly. I'm quite afraid that I might crack the gold piece here, that's why I just leave it like that. So that's Rayearth for you guys. Alright, next one is Ceres. The metallic finish for this one is actually good.
Nice.
Just like with Rayearth, there's already color for the blade. This is the original manufacturer color here. Just the same, but I apply some colors again because there are so many missing colors for this one. I apply colors here, the blue, the gold, the blue again for the crystal here, then the gold for this part, and for this part a gold, another one gold here, and repainted this is yellowish, this orb here, so just to match all the gold parts, I make this gold as well. Black panel lines just to have a distinction for the scales there. It's like dragon scales. So another one to mention here is the lower torso or the waist part. The three model kits share the same waist, but for some reason, if you're going to check the anime series, Ceres have two armored silver plates on its body, so the upper one and the lower one. Originally this one is just plain black, so I just apply this. Like what I've said, it's easier for us to apply the colors if they are on their individual pieces, not the assembled one. You can also apply silver on this part, this one, but I already forgot that, so I just went ahead and leave it as is. I also would like to mention the claws. Originally they already have the claw colors here, but it's just weird for me that the first two claws at the front here have colors below them, but for the claws here at the back, the only colored gray here is the upper portion. This one is just plain blue, and it's not really good to look at. That's why I repainted the lower part silver. 90% of this model are actually painted and repainted. This may look just the same silver, but I used metallic silver here, and the color for the gold, I changed it to be this gold and not just like a yellowish plastic. The wings, one of the reasons that I repainted this is because there are just a little discoloration for the plastic. So if you're going to see right now, it's very clean and neat, and the reflection is very good. So just to show you some of the issues that I encountered here or disappoints me is this piece, the wing. So you can see dots here, there, the joint for the pieces for this part. But if you're going to look at the other side, there's none here, because the joints here are actually on the other side of the wing here.
What?
So there, which is, for me, it's quite very weird. It's like they're just lazy to correct these mistakes. It's not alternating sides. This part here should be on this part, right? On the inner, but I don't know why they make it like this. Then for the head, you can see that there's a circle here, like a tube. If you're going to see it like that, there, I'm not really sure why they make it like that, but it's really weird for me. They should have at least covered this one. And for this piece as well, like buttons, I think they should have at least, well, other ideas or other shape for this one. Maybe instead of buttons, they use this kind of shape to match the other side. Just to share you the things that I didn't change the color here, mostly the black ones and the joints here. This is the original color of the plastic here. Since you're going to move it or bend it, there's a high possibility that if you're going to have the color here, it's just going to scratch it or peel it off. So that's Ceres for you. There. Alright guys, here's Windom, and just like the other two kits that I have here, so the sword is actually just have the original coating for this one, there, original market coating. The gem is already painted here as well as the blade. What I changed here is all the green here and the gold. I applied these dotted crystals, green crystals here. I painted this one as well as applied color for this one because it's just plain green. It's very boring. So I repainted this portion here as gold because it's just plain green. Applied the gem color there. This is the actual color for the plastic. Windom's color is a bit different from the actual color because I was not able to find a suitable green color for this one for the metallic versions, and I'm afraid to experiment for the colors or buy other brands because it might have a different effect than the rest of the models. So I just stick to what is available for the color paints for this, and I just decided to use the alternate color of green, similar to covers like soundtrack covers or manga covers. The other artworks do have a different green, which is this one. It turns out to be good as well. 90% of this model are actually painted and repainted. For the feet, it's just the same for Ceres. I retained the color for the claws here for the front colors, but I applied the silver at the back claw here because it's just plain green. I'm not sure why they painted the upper portion here as gray and leave the lower portion as just green. Unlike the front claws, these are actually painted. For the head, I applied silver and black panel lines here and make the eyes to be yellow green, or you can also use gold or yellow. Just a different green for this main headpiece, because this is just same green. It doesn't have any color. There's no silver here or panel lines, and the eyes just plain black. Really odd for me to have it like that. That's why I actually researched for some of the animated series for just a little bit of guide. Then another issue, the same issue with Ceres on the wings. There. If you can see here, there's a hole in that part, but for this one, for this side, it's clean, right? There. But if you're going to turn it on the other side, there's the hole, and this one is already also clean. So I'm not really sure why they made it this way. There, it's like they are not paying attention to the details. It doesn't really look good to me. There, I'm really disappointed on this piece, the wing part. And given that the price for each model is almost the same as an MG Bandai Gundam or Master Grade Gundam, with a lot of details on them, lots of pieces. So for this one, it's not that good. So even if you're going to cover it like that, still you can see it. And for the wings, it's quite really unusual for me to have them out, to have the wings alternating on this part. So see, they are alternating. This actually covers this one, right? So I think that is the purpose of it. I don't know if they're just saving some time here or just saving some parts here. It's actually not a very neat design on these wings. There, it looks weird. There you go. So that's Windom for you guys. Just to note that the hand replacements are just plain colors, so I have to paint this one as metallic as well, the metallic base color, then apply the metallic silver here for the claws. And there are 18 hand replacements that you need to color each, so that's quite troublesome for me because the details are a bit small. I just used Gundam marker for this one just to show you the closed fist and the one holding the sword. That's the detail. The closed fist do have the claws inside there at the top and at the bottom, while the sword hand replacement have the claws outside, so you're going to paint more for this one. This model is around 6.5 inches tall. It is shorter than the MG Gundam but taller than the HG. For me, these Monderoids are not that good enough if just raw snap built. Given the price that is almost the same with standard MG Bandai model, this is a bit small and lacks details on it. Well, despite of the issues that I encountered, I still enjoyed painting these kits, and now they look great for display. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to comment below for any questions or suggestions. Kindly subscribe to my channel for more.